What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the finals of the WSS Season 5. We made it to the finals after going 9-2 in the regular season and beating Mora in the playoffs last week, which was an insane match there. But now we are on to the finals where we will be taking on PQ, coach of the Adelaide Aggrons. So it is going to be a clash of the two Adelaide teams for the finals here. And yeah, we did play him early in the season and take a 1-0 loss. So that was definitely a very close game, but I really don't think I played that as well as I could have. And yeah, definitely looking to get revenge here. So this will definitely be fun. Let's go through his team real quick before we go into my team. So he hasn't made any changes from the last time we played him. He has Doug Trio, Guzzlord, Marshadow, which isn't Spectral Thief, Mega Morwile, Mesprit, Pikachu, Rotom, Superior, Togetic, Vaporeon, and Victini. So basically, again, like last time, the biggest three threats to my team are the Marshadow, Mega Morwile, and Victini. I am pretty positive that all three are coming because they just do so well versus my team, and they are just complete beasts. So yeah, he has those three. He has the Doug Trio, which can definitely be quite scary. You know, got good speed, can hit my team pretty well, but especially a problem for my Magina if I'm not running something like Shed Shell or Shucker Berry. He has the Guzzlord. I don't think he's going to bring Guzzlord. I don't really think it does that well versus me, but it is there as well. He has Mesprit, can set up stuff like rocks, can do lots of things for him, to be honest. Pikachu, there's no way he's bringing that. He has the two grass types, Rotom and Superior, both very scary. As you can see, he did really well with Superior this season, getting 26 kills with it. And then he has Togetic and Vaporeon, which honestly, either of them could come to the game. They're both pretty good. It really just depends what route he's looking to go. So I definitely expect him to bring Victini, Marshadow, and Mega Morwile, and then I expect him to bring at least one of his two grass types, being Rotom, Superior. And then honestly, anything from Vaporeon, Togetic, or Doug Trio, Mesprit, anything like that really could come to the game. So yeah, that's going to be his team. Let's jump into my team real quick and go over why I'm bringing what I'm bringing. So first of all, we have Magina with the Ghost EMZ, Shift Gear, T-Bolt, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. Max Special Attack, 236 Speed, Timid, and 20 into HP. So Magina is the win con in this game. It has an amazing matchup versus his team. With Shift Gear, it outspeeds his entire team, even Scarf Victini. Yeah, let's just go through his team real quick. So Z Shadow Ball will kill no HP Victini, and if it does have a lot of investment, once rocks are up, it will die to it anyways. So that's really nice. Also, Shadow Ball also there for the Marshadow, the Mesprit, and does a lot of damage to the Mega Morwile, which is really good, especially obviously the Z. Once it gets a kill, it starts snowballing and becomes a real problem for his team. Victini dies after rocks to +1 Magina, and Marshadow guaranteed dies after 2 rounds of rocks or any chip. So like literally any chip I can get off, and it really will put it in range. I was tossing up this set between Electrium Z and having Fluid Cannon and Therium as well. But after going back and forth for a while, I decided this set was best because honestly I don't even need Fluid Cannon. Just T-Bolt, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball hits everything I need anyway. And going Ghostium, I think it's the smartest option here because of the Victini, and also because it can just hit so much on his team. And honestly, I really don't feel I need Fluid, but I was considering it for a while. So yeah, this is definitely the win con. He has like nothing for this. Moving on, we have Uxie. Uxie's probably going to be my lead in pretty much every case. I value rocks really highly in this game, so I want to get them up for sure. They help exceptionally well with Magina winning. Like, to help set Magina up, rocks are very important. Like, for the Victini to get in range of +1 no Z move, if I have to use my Z move on something else. Also, it's very nice for breaking potential Sash on Doug Trio, if he wants to go that route. I had the Cassid Berry to be able to take on the Marshadow and 2-hit KO it with Psychic. Have Knockoff to get rid of items, obviously, which are very important in this game. Also being able to help out versus Mesprit and getting rid of potential Scarf on Victini, because Scarf Victini is very threatening. Psychic is also consistent damage. Memento can help with Magina sweeping, and if I'm in versus Morwile, he won't be able to Sucker Punch me, and I can I can get a memento off on it, which will be really nice. Also, potential versus Togetic, if he tries to defog, I can just memento and the rocks will stay up, so he won't be able to get rid of them, which is really nice. So that's pretty much Uxie there. Defensive, because I feel like that's definitely best in this match. Moving on to Vikavolt with, did I just, yeah, I went through everything. Vikavolt has the Expert Belt, Volt Switch, Bug Buzz, Roost, and T-Bolt, max HP, 16 defense, 96 special attack, modest, and 144 into Spadef. So Vikavolt actually like tears his team apart. Looking at his dual stabs, he has very few responses, and Vikavolt is also an amazing pivot, being able to use Volt Switch with the Expert Belt. I hit 6 of his Mons super effectively, and the 2 others that I don't, being Dugtrio and Pikachu, I kill from full anyway, so definitely a huge problem for his team. The huge role of Vikavolt is going to be a response to his 2 grass types, which can be pretty threatening, like the Superior and the Rotom. Obviously, it can switch into both Surf and Rotom very comfortably with how I've EV'd it here, and put them in an extremely difficult position. Like, I can either just straight up kill them, or I can Volt, get the momentum. This also takes advantage of Vaporeon, which can be annoying without Vikavolt. Like, if I don't have Vikavolt, Vaporeon can be very annoying for my team, just sitting around and, you know, doing Vaporeon things. So we can take advantage of that with Vikavolt as well. Have Roost for recovery, modest 96 special attack is all I need, and the rest can go into max HP and special defense investment to take on the Surf and the Rotom. It allows it to take a Leaf Storm into a Hidden Power Rock from Surf with this investment, which is really nice. Also lets it take a Play Rough from Mawile from full, which is cool, and Life Orb Rock Slide from Marshadow after Rocks, so definitely really nice to be able to live those hits. Also with the special attack investment, it's a guaranteed kill on Dugtrio from full, which is worth noting for sure. So yeah, definitely a huge role for Vikavolt this game. Next up we have Pythagoras. So we have the Chesto Berry, Shadow Ball, Iron Defense, Calm Mind, and Rest. Max HP, max defense, relax, 4 into Spadef. So pretty much Kofag can just win. I can set up on pretty much anything besides Marshadow, Mawile, and Superior, but can still take a hit from them, and hit it with Shadow Ball, which is nice. It's also a good check to Dugtrio, and can take a hit from Victini, which is pretty important. If this gets rolling, there's nothing he can do about it besides Roar on Vaporeon. So if he doesn't have Roar on Vaporeon, like, this can definitely just win if I get this going here. Like, he has very little ways to stop this, so this is definitely going to be a huge threat to his team. So that's going to be Kofag there. Moving on, we have Blastoise with the Choice Scarf, Water Spout, Surf, Ice Beam, Toxic, max special attack, modest, max speed, and 4 into Spadef. So this is actually really cool versus his team. So basically, I was looking at Blastoise and seeing what it could potentially do this game, and realized he does not have a great Water Spout response at all on his team. Most importantly, it destroys his big 3, being Marshadow, Mawile, and Victini, and with the Scarf can outspeed them unless Victini is Scarfed, which hopefully I can chip that down or hit it with a knockoff. So yeah, that's really nice that it can just hit his big 3 for so much damage. I also have Surf on it if I get weakened, and then I have Ice Beam for Surf and Rotom. Unfortunately, even with max speed, I'm slower than max speed Marshadow by half a point. However, I don't think he will be max speed, because Pichu he's a great player, and knowing that he will probably just go faster than Zygarde 50, and who expects Scarf Blastoise, to be honest. So yeah, yes I know he has Vaporeon, but I'm not sure if he's going to bring it, to be honest, and if he does, I have so many I have other good responses to it. So even if he does, I feel like this is still definitely worth bringing. I also know he has Surf and Rotom, but they take a lot from Water Spout to where they will not be able to switch in too many times, and if they're weakened, they will drop to Blastoise. Also, something worth noting is So basically with the Victini, there is one set that can actually be like devastating to my team, and that is like a weakness policy stored power set with Searing Shot, and like Flame Charge. Like, I just need to kill that, because that, if he brings that, like, I don't know if he will, obviously, that's a very specific set, but it is very scary. Like, I saw it in the Chimp vs Envy game, and like, I was just thinking about it here, and it's like, this could actually just completely destroy me. So Blastoise is like the only thing, if like, that's why I want to limit Victini's opportunities and not give it the opportunity to be able to set up, because it can, if he is that set, that's going to be a huge problem. But something worth noting is Blastoise, I believe it's the only thing, sorry, I haven't done the character in a while, but I believe it's the only thing that can actually take a hit from the Victini from full, which is really nice. Maybe the Kofag can, but I don't think so. So yeah, that's really, I don't know, like, if he does bring it, at least I have something that can take a hit from full. But yeah, honestly, I don't know if he'll bring something that specific, but I just figured I'd let you guys know how big of a threat that is. So yeah, and finally, Lopunny is amazing yet again. It destroys his whole team, and it's the fastest mon from both teams besides Scarfers, which is really nice. He doesn't switch in at all. Fake Out Chip is amazing, especially for his big threats, which is obviously really important. Healing Wish could be nice, so I can go in with Blastoise or Magina to tear his team apart and play them a little bit recklessly, and then just be able to heal them back, which is really nice. So I feel like that could actually be really cool in that regard. Also, Lopunny and Magina are like the only two things that can take a +2 sucker from Morwell. Obviously I have other ways to play around it, but that's just something else to note. If he does get to +2, like, Lopunny and Magina are like the only things that can actually like really take a +2 sucker from Mega Morwell. So yeah, that is gonna be the team. I guess I didn't go over it. Return and High Jump Kick just hits his entire team, so yeah, I guess I don't really need to go into anything there. That's going to be my team. I'm really happy with it, and I'm feeling really good about this matchup. Obviously, like I said, the win con's Magina, but yeah, we want to try and get the rocks up early. Probably going to lead with Uxie, and then yeah, see how it goes. So I'm going to jump over to the battle now. Let's go. Alright, so as we can see here, he decides to bring a team of Superior, Mesprit, Mega Morwell, Victini, Rotom-Mow, and Marshadow. So, looking at his team, he did bring the big three threats, being the Mega Morwell, Victini, and Marshadow. And he does decide to bring both his grass types, being the Superior and the Rotom-Mow, which, you know, he had lots of ways he could have gone there, but he does decide to go with the double grass type, which is interesting. And then he does have the Mesprit as well. So, basically, just looking at the matchup here, pretty much everything looks great. Magina definitely looks like the win con. It can just rip apart his whole team. And so yeah, I'm going to try to be able to set it up for that. Try to get up rocks early in the game with Uxie. So I'm going to lead with my Uxie here. I think it's actually a pretty nice lead. And I want to try to get my rocks up. Immediately. So going to lead with Uxie here, but just looking at the other members of the team, Vikavolt absolutely destroys his team. Kofagrigus looks like it can also destroy his team if it gets rolling. Blastoise, even though he does bring the two grass types, it actually still looks really nice for those big threats, and also I feel like it could be really nice later on in the game, even though he does have the two grass types. So yeah, I actually think Blastoise looks really good here as well, and same with the Mega Lopunny, like very few responses for it. So I think it looks really good in general here, but I am going to lead off with my Uxie and try to get these rocks up immediately. So I lead with my Uxie as he decides to lead with his Mesprit. I'm going to get my rocks up turn 1 as he decides to go for the Toxic here, which is definitely fine. I'm going to go for a knockoff now as he does switch into his Superior, and I am going to knock off the Choice Scarf, which is interesting. I thought Choice Scarf was a potential option, and yeah, he does decide to bring it here. So now I'm thinking, is he also going to be Scarf on the Victini, or maybe not? I'm not too sure about that. But either way, getting rid of the Scarf on the Superior is really nice for my Blastoise especially, and my Mega Lopunny, and even Magina. It's just great in general. So yeah, getting rid of the Scarf there is awesome. So he goes into his Surf. I'm going to switch out into my Volt here, which is my response, as he is just going to go for the Defog. And I'm going to go for a Volt Switch now, expecting him to maybe go into Marshadow or even more, Mega Mawile on my Bug Buzz. But he actually decides to go Rotom-Mow here, which I thought was really weird, because it would just drop to a Bug Buzz from full. So yeah, I definitely thought that was weird on his part, but I'm guessing he did not want to risk either of those mons, so it does make sense. I guess he was just going to let it go down there. I go back into my Uxie though, as he does reveal to have Hex, so that is going to pop my Cassid Berry, which does suck a little bit, but I do want to make sure it's a priority to get up these rocks, so that's exactly what I do. He goes for another Hex there to finish me off. Now I can go into my Mega Lopunny, go for the Fake Out to put it in range of the return. I can go for that anyway because he has no response to the Mega Lopunny on his team, so yeah, I just go for that so I don't have to risk a high jump kick there. He's going to go back into his Mesprit here. I'm going to switch out into Cofagrigus, as he does just go for the Zen Headbutt here, which is fine. That does nothing. He goes for a Toxic now, as I do decide to fire off a Shadow Ball and weaken this Mesprit, which is really great for my team in general, so I wanted to make sure I could weaken that. Now I'm going to go for the Iron Defense, as he does switch to his Superior. He's going to try to get things rolling there. Obviously I do have the rest, but he does go Serp, so I'm going to switch back out into my Vikavolt, as now he goes for a Defog, gets rid of my Rocks, so unfortunately Rocks are gone for the game, but at that cost he does also lose his Superior to the Bug Buzz there. So Superior and Rotom are down. Vikavolt has definitely done its job here, and I don't need it for the Marshadow or the Mega Mawile, and the Mesprit's low enough for everything on my team anyway, so I decide I don't want to give this Victini any opportunities here. I'm going to go for the T-Bolt, which will put it, if it's a really bulky Victini, it will make it so it's not a roll for my Blastoise to kill with Water Spout, and it's also going to be able to put it in range of my Magina, which is really nice. So I do just decide to stay in here, and I had a feeling he could over-predict anyway, but whether he over-predicted or not, I definitely wanted to make sure I stay in here. I didn't really need to keep it around, so he does go for the Bolt Strike here, as I can get off the T-Bolt, which puts it in range for sure. However, something worth noting here is in order for his Bolt Strike to do that much, he has to have attack investment, and he cannot be that bulky to take a T-Bolt that well with and then also have the attack investment. So this does reveal to be an Assault Vest Victini, I'm thinking. Well, yeah, it has to be, because he can't have that damage output and then have that bulk also. So this is actually an Assault Vest Victini, which is definitely interesting. It's not Scarfed. However, this is still in range of my Blastoise as well. So my Vikavolt goes down here, and I can go onto my Blastoise, and now he can really start wrecking damage, because both his Grass types are down, and he has no response to this. So I go for the Water Spout, kill the Victini, go for the Water Spout again. Does a ton to the Marshadow, as he does reveal to not be max speed, which was what I was expecting. So I go for the Water Spout there, get off a nice 69 and 70% on it, as he's going to go for the Shadow Punch here, but I can kill it off with another Water Spout. He still can't really switch into this Mesprit slow. Mawile doesn't want to switch in. The crit did not matter, so we get rid of that Marshadow. He goes into his Mawile here. I go for a Water Spout to put it in range for everything. Now I'm going to switch into my Mega Lopunny, because I don't want to give him the opportunity, as he is just going to go for the Sucker Punch here, which is great. I can go for the Fake Out into the High Jump Kick. Sucker Punch cannot kill, and I'm pretty sure that was like a really low roll with my High Jump Kick there. So he does get to kill off my Mega Lopunny there, but now everything is set up for Magina to just be able to take this game here. I can go for the Shadow Ball, kill off the Mega Mawile, and finally he does have the Mesprit, which will go down to this never-ending nightmare here, and we will win the championship match 3-0 against Pichu and the Adelaide Aggrons. definitely GG to Pichu. He's a really great player, and that was a great game. He definitely brought stuff I was not really expecting. So he had some really cool options there. Scarf Superior, AV, Victini. He had the Hex Rotom. So yeah, definitely really cool prep on his part, but we do manage to get the win, which is awesome. My first championship, and yeah, this was a great game, and yeah, definitely GG to him, because this was a really great game, and we always have great games when we play. So yeah, that is going to be the final game there. We do win it all. We are the Season 5 champions. And yeah, it feels really good to say that. This is my first championship win, which is really awesome. Just going through the game there again, like the Mega Blastoise, like I said, putting in the work, not Mega Blastoise, sorry, Scarf Blastoise, putting in the work, just destroying his team, which was great. Magina being able to finish it off there, and yeah, just everything on the team did its role really well, which was awesome. So I feel like the team was really, really solid, and we do pull through with the win. So yeah, I'm really happy with the prep and the play for this game. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you if you've been watching all the WS Season 5 videos. I'm planning to do something like this maybe for post at the end of the season for Season 6, because I am returning for Season 6, so maybe we'll do that. But yeah, that's just about it. Yeah, like absolutely every mon on this team, I'm so happy with the draft and how the season went, obviously. So yeah, I don't want this to get too long and ramble on for too long here. But yeah, I guess that's going to be it. Thank you all so much for watching. Who knows, maybe I'll do a separate recap going more in depth. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.